Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Merly on Time. This is an exciting video for me and kind of not exciting at the same time. Exciting because I'm showing a Casio G-Shock. Not so exciting because I just wasn't that thrilled with this piece, but it is another watch that's been loaned to the channel from my friend Tim. You can follow him on Instagram at Timmy the Carpenter. And he actually sent, this is the second watch. He sent me an Armatron digital watch a few weeks back, which I did a review of, and I actually encouraged him to go and buy a Casio G-Shock, and he did, and he said, when I do, I'll give it to you so that you can compare the two, and so that's what we are doing today. Later on this week, I am going to unbox and then review a watch that I received from Whitby Watch Company. That's why I've got the shirt today. And they sent me in a stunner, and I'm so thankful that they did that. The unboxing for that will drop on Wednesday, and then, of course, the full review the following Sunday or Monday. Just kind of depends on when I get to the uploading. Also, for those of you who have been waiting for my first watch giveaway, I'm giving away a 3 Leagues watch, and your choice of either a Casio World Time Illuminator or a Timex Expedition. I put that video up last Saturday. The comments are probably going to be closed very, very soon. I'm not sure when this particular video is dropping. I'm pre-recording it, but I know it will be Sunday or Monday morning. And I actually plan on announcing the giveaway for the watch on Tuesday. So I will be closing the comments for the video. You can check out that video right here. And I'll be closing the comments on Monday so that no one else can comment. And then on Tuesday, I will be announcing the winner of that watch. And so, stay tuned, and thanks for checking out the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on the videos. So let's get rolling with this Casio G-Shock. It's a good watch. Just didn't excite me that much. Stay tuned. So I've noticed my last couple of reviews have been fairly lengthy. I'm going to try and just limit the length of this one. So let's just talk about this watch for a second and go over the dimensions. It's 51 millimeters case diameter, 16 millimeters thick. It has a 30 millimeter wide band. They do have spring bars in there so that you can switch out this band, but I would imagine you would have to switch it out with a band that is custom made to this particular model of G-Shock. You can also, swap out the case if you want by taking the case off, putting another face on it if you want. Again, if you swap it out with another case that is compatible with this model. The reason I'm not overly excited about this is because, for the money that you spend, in my honest opinion, you don't get that much better of a watch than this Armatron, which is, 4 times less in price. This watch is about 120 bucks. This watch is 40 bucks, so 3 times more. Not very good at math. And don't get me wrong, Casio is a great brand, and you're definitely paying a bit of a premium for brand recognition, and the G-Shock is one of the most popular brands of watch out there. But the strap, the case, it's all made of resin. So is this. You do have one of the major differences between this watch and the Armatron is you have the analog display as well as the digital. And this watch does come with 200 meters of water resistance, which is awesome. And this watch only comes with 100 meters of water resistance. So let's get up close and personal with this one. And then I just want to share with you just a couple of reasons why this particular model of G-Shock just didn't do it for me. In all honesty, if I had to choose between these two watches, first of all, I would get the black color in either of these watches, black and blue, black and white, whatever, like the black band. I'm just not into these vibrant colors like my buddy Tim. But honestly, there's an Armatron on Amazon right now for 30 bucks. I would get that before I got this. Anyway, let's get up close and personal with this watch, and then I'll talk to you about why this watch just didn't do it for me. So as you can see, this is definitely a very nice looking watch. And let me just talk about, the one thing that I did like about it, and we'll zoom in on this dial. I just love the design of the dial. The orange hour and minute hand. That's really what your eyes are drawn to when you look at this dial. The digital display is virtually useless. I'll talk about that in a second, but there is some nice texturing in this dial. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some honeycomb texturing in the dial there, just above the Casio brand name, a water resistant 20 bar. There's some honeycomb there. There's some nice texturing around those, I'll call them the complications. The indexes as well. They don't loom or anything, but this has backlight, and so I will say I really do like the dial of the watch, but there's some things that quite frankly just don't do it for me. First of all, it's the price. In my opinion, and you can call me crazy if you want, you're not getting that much more in specs than you are getting with the Armatron, which is 3 times less. They're both made of resin, as I mentioned already. The watches both have similar functions with the stopwatch, the countdown timer, the alarm. They both have world time. This watch does have a neat feature on the world time, which I'll show you in a second. And they both have backlights so that you can see in the time in the dark. And so really for functionality, other than this watch is probably a lot more durable because that's what they're known for than this watch is, for 3 times the price, I'm just not seeing that in this particular watch. The other real problem with this is the legibility. Indoors is especially bad, and you can see if I just move the watch around a little bit, the digital display on this is really very difficult to read, and it makes it even more difficult to read, although unnecessary, of course, because you have the analog, but it makes it that much more difficult to read when the hour and minute hand passes over these displays. It also just has some things that don't make sense to me. The first being the complication at the 12 o'clock, which is for this stopwatch. It measures in 1/1000th of a second. So if you start the stopwatch, you can see it's measuring as it's counting this. It's already measuring digitally the 1/1000th of a second. And so when you stop the watch, you know, you can see the complication at 12 is giving you the thousandths of a second, but you're getting it on the digital display anyway. So it's just kind of an added complication with, you know, no real purpose. I'll reset it here. And these other two, there is a function, and it's very difficult to figure out how to use it. There is a guy online that did an instructional video on how to use all of the functions of this watch, which I'll link in the description. I'm not going to bother going over it. There is the ability, if you hold in the adjust button here, to adjust for distances up to 99 miles or kilometers, not sure which. And then the stopwatch will allow you to determine how fast you are going. So there's almost like a digital built-in tachymeter in here, but it uses this this digital display on the 2 o'clock here. And it's very, very difficult to read again, so virtually useless. And this other one is just indicating different functions for the alarm that you might have set on the watch. And again, just not very legible. And so overall, guys, I have to say, while this is a good brand, you're certainly paying a bit of a premium for the branding. It just didn't do it for me. If I were to have to get a watch, you know, a digital watch, I'd be getting one of the black versions of this Armatron for like 30 to 40 bucks and not spending my money on the G-Shock. Timmy, I'm sorry I told you to get a G-Shock. I mean, I'm sure he's happy with it, and don't get me wrong, it's a great watch, but you know, for what you're paying for, you can get a similar watch for less money. And I, you know, you guys tell me, am I crazy? I do think the G-Shock is a nicer looking watch, but that Armatron is a nice looking watch as well. And a buddy of mine, you know, he rightly mentioned that these Armatrons are just really underrated. They're really decent watches and especially for what you pay for. So anyways, guys, that is my impressions of this G-Shock. It's okay. It's okay. So let me know what you think in the comments. You know, legibility wise, this is way, way better than this for sure. I like the analog feature on that. It would be cool if Armatron or, you know, other digital watches I'm sure out there have the analog and digital feature. Now let me show you the one cool thing about this with the world time, if I can actually see it. There's the timer. So there's the world time. And you can see I have it right now set to London. It's 4:47 p.m. in London. Now, I had to actually Google how to use this function, and the guy on the YouTube video showed you how if you push these two buttons in at the same time, you'll see that the analog hands will adjust to show the London time. So I'll do that now, and this is really really kind of neat. And so let's just watch it spin around. Now you can see that the digital time is saying 12:48, so that's my time, and then the analog is now showing the London time. So now you have two times at a glance, and so that's an additional feature on this watch, which is pretty cool. But you know, other than that, you push it in again, and it'll switch it back for you. Other than that, guys, I just wasn't really. I was so excited to be looking at a G-Shock because of all the hype, and I honestly gotta say, not sure what all the hype is about. It's a great watch. It's okay, you know, but I think this is a great watch too, and it's like way less money. And anyway, there you have it. There you have it. So stay tuned, guys, for the announcement of my watch giveaway. You'll see the video for that coming up. The comments for that video will be closed this coming Monday, and then the winner will be announced on Tuesday. So, as always, when you leave your house, hey, make sure you have a great looking watch to wear on your wrist. like this Seiko, or like this Casio, if you like it, or this Armatron. You got to have a great looking piece, guys, and make sure that wherever you're going, you get there on time. Thanks for watching. God bless, guys. Really excited about the unbox that I'm doing this week from Whitby Watch Company. Be sure to check that out. It will drop on Wednesday morning. And so have an awesome week. See you Tuesday for the giveaway.